Hi, welcome back to Lavender Polish and happy Halloween. Today, in the spirit of the holiday, we're going to be taking a look at the I Love Nail Polish Wicked collection. This has 7 different polishes, all in a variety of different formulas, so let's not waste any time and jump straight into it. Now, I could save the best for last, but that's a little bit boring, so we're going to jump straight in with Eclipse, the one that everyone has been raving about. This is one of the most unique and beautiful multichromes that I have ever seen. It ranges from a dark black with just a hint of navy blue in there, all the way to this bright luscious red, and can even stretch as far as a yellow, and I have seen a light blue when you get to the far end of the spectrum. It is insane. It is incredibly stark. It is incredibly bright. It is not very streaky. I was very impressed by that. I really didn't need to worry about my brush strokes too much. It went on in 3 coats, which is pretty expected for a multi-chrome. However, I do have long nails, so I usually have to use more coats. And taking a look at the second coat right here, I think that if you had shorter nails, this would actually be a 2-coat multi-chrome, which is absolutely fantastic. I did put 1 coat over black on my ring finger, and as you can see here, it has almost the exact same effect. God, just take a look at that red shine, by the way. Anyways, I would say that the 3 coats possibly has a bit of a stronger shift, but not by very much, as you can see. And in these wonderful direct lighting shots, it extends all the way to that gorgeous bright yellow. We've got that burnt orange, the red, the purple, the blue. Oh my god, how do they fit all this in here? This is the most Halloween a Halloween polish can be. I love it. This is what made me buy the collection, this polish in particular. I love all of them, but oh my god, guys, Eclipse. Oh my god. Okay, and to follow that gorgeous act, we have Annabelle, which has small holographic glitters suspended in a purple jelly base. It went on very sheer on the first coat. This actually took me 3 coats to get to full opacity, which is more than I would generally like, especially for a color as dark as this. But as you can see on the second coat, it does look like that is just because I have long nails. I think if I had short nails, this would be a 2-coat for sure. That being said, I think that the polish itself is absolutely beautiful. I don't hate that I have to do 3 coats to get this nice of an effect at the very end of things. And just like with Eclipse, if you don't want to put 2 to 3 coats on, I did put 1 coat over black on my ring finger. And it definitely darkens the color quite a bit. It does not give quite the same effect, but it's not a shockingly different color, and I think you could get away with it just fine if that was what you wanted to do. It definitely looks much more like it is just glitter over black, but that also looks beautiful if that's what you're looking for. Now we're going to take a look at Stay Hidden, which actually became one of my favorites. I was not expecting it. It is a linear hollow, and at first I thought it was a silver, but looking at it more closely, it's a bit of a gunmetal color with a hint of purple. It's very interesting and really unique. I really haven't seen a color like this before in nail polish. It went on in 3 coats, which again is more than I would generally prefer when I'm doing my nails. However, because it is a lighter color, it's much more understandable to me, and I'm not super mad about it, especially because I just love the result. I'll show you in just a second when you see the outside shots, but the color it's very hard to pinpoint. You can even see here just as I'm painting it on. Around the edges, it looks very dark, almost like a black polish, but right where the light hits it, it turns into this sort of like light reddish gray purple color. I don't know. As usual, I put 1 coat over black just to see how that would look in case anyone doesn't want to put down that many coats of polish. And just like with Annabelle, it greatly changed the effect. It does become a lot more of a black polish. However, right where the light hits it, you can still see the little gunmetal shift in there. And here's it outside. You can almost see a bit of a rosy color playing into it, along with the grays and the purples. It's very interesting. I love this polish a lot. Now in the opposite direction, we have Cursed. Cursed is a very unique polish to me. It is a black jelly base with metallic flakes scattered throughout. As you can see, it is very sheer on the first coat. However, this is normal for a polish where we need to have a bunch of flakes that are going to show through on each of the different levels. This will give it a much more of a 3D effect in the end. So again, I understand. I'm cool with it. However, I wasn't so sure how I liked the polish as a whole. I thought it was interesting and it was unique, but honestly, it just wasn't really doing it for me. I'm not sure what it is. I think even though the colors in there were very Halloween-y, you had the greens and the oranges and the reds and purples, for some reason it looked very glittery to me. It gave me much more of a holiday vibe rather than a Halloween vibe. Here's 1 coat over black as I did before. This one is absolutely identical to the 3 coats. If you don't want to put on 3 coats, you are fine putting it over black. Trust me, nobody will notice. Which you can see right here in the comparison. It's maybe a little bit more condensed into 3 coats, but not by too much. But yeah, I don't know, I wasn't sure about it. I wasn't totally sold on it. I did actually end up putting a matte top coat over it to see how that would change things, and I certainly liked it a lot more when I did that. I think that it made it look much more 3D, much more exciting. My cat seemed to like that one, but unfortunately just not my favorite. Now we have Vanish. I was very, very excited for Vanish. It is a very light lilac-y brown color with a scattered hollow macro glitter throughout, and it was beautiful. And I am so ashamed to say that I did it so dirty with the photos and videos that I took. It was cloudy for like 5 days straight while I was trying to do these swatches, and I could not find any sort of direct light source or anything to get this polish to look the way it does in natural lighting. Unfortunately, it just does not look as good inside in indirect or direct lighting as it does in sunlight. So I was really not able to take the best shots of it, but you can see right here the glitter scattered throughout looks stunning. And while in these shots it definitely does look much more of a beige color, it has this light purple hue to it that you just can't see here, that you can really only see when it's out in the sun. That is beautiful. You just have to take my word for it. I'm so sorry that I couldn't show it to you properly. Please find it in your hearts to forgive me. Next we have Misery, which I've been saying this a lot with this collection, but it is a very unique color. It is a rusty jelly base, absolutely covered in metallic and holographic flakes to give this super interesting finishing effect to it. There are much more metallic flakes than there are holographic ones, so it overall looks like a metallic polish, but with a scattered hollow throughout. It gives this really cool, just extra 3D kind of effect to it. I actually really liked it. I can see how it might be a hit or miss for some people, but it hit the mark for me. This one took 3 coats, as the rest have for me. But again, I did put 1 coat over black just to show you what that would look like. And like some of the others, it does change the color. It definitely gets much darker. It's a different final vibe, but it does look nice if that's what you're looking for. And I think that it brings out the holographic particles much more than the metallic. So it kind of just depends on what sort of look you're going for. As you can see in the sort of direct lighting, it does look much more red than orange, which is also very interesting. And overall, I like it. Big plus for me. Alright, last but certainly not least, we have Shadow Grove. I've been waiting to talk about this one. Oh my goodness. I didn't really think too much about it when I saw other people's swatches of it. I don't know why, but God, it is so interesting. Again, very unique. It is a, how do I describe this polish? It is sort of a dark gold forest green with just a scatter of linear holographic pigment throughout and a slight multi-chrome shift. It was gorgeous. Holy fuck. When you were inside, you could just see this gorgeous gold green effect to it. You could see a slight multi-chrome shift, and when you went outside, you could see the beautiful linear hollow flame. It was absolutely stunning. It really reminds me of like going into the woods at night, and you can kind of see like the sunlight peeking through the trees. Here's 1 coat over black. Again, it looked very similar over black as it did when you did it on its own, so that's definitely a plus. I love it when polishes can have a bit of a workaround to them like that. If anything, I'd say that the 1 coat over black actually made it a little bit more gold somehow. Don't know how that happened. But here, as you can see in the other shots, it is just stunning. It's mesmerizing. I don't even know if my camera was able to pick up what it really looks like. I think that might have been why I wasn't too excited about it when I saw it in other people's swatch videos. But it is just stunning. It is gorgeous. And it was just a beautiful polish overall. All of them were, to be honest. I definitely had some issues with Cursed right here, but that is just personal preference. I still think that it's a very interesting polish. This was an incredible collection. All of the polishes were so incredibly unique. None of these was like anything that I'd ever seen before. Even when you came to things just like a basic linear hollow like Stay Hidden, they still made the color of it so interesting. It's not a silver hollow, it's like a gray hollow with a slight something extra in there. You have, you know, a regular metallic polish with holographic particles throughout. You have this light pastel with a scattered hollow in it. You've got the most vibrant multi-chrome I've ever seen. It's incredible. The I.L.N.P polish team really outdid themselves with coming up with gorgeous formulas for this collection. I think that the collection as a whole is definitely meant to be much more of a Halloween collection. It's called Wicked. I think that it very well encapsulates sort of the spirit of Halloween. You have a lot of these dark polishes, so you got the reds and the oranges. Even Vanish, which at first I thought really didn't fit in. Once I had it on my own nails, I could really see how it did. It was kind of like, it's kind of like deep and murky, a little bit mysterious, very ghostly. The only one, like I said in the voiceover, that I didn't really think fit in was Cursed. I don't even dislike it, it is just my least favorite out of the 7. I think it really was that it just reminded me more of something festive, and I was really getting into the Halloween spirit with all the rest of them, that this one just felt a little bit out of place while I was doing the swatches, which is kind of a bummer, but that's just how it is sometimes. My only real complaint about these polishes is that I believe they were all 3 coaters on me. This is my first time buying from I Love Nail Polish, and after doing these swatches, it is pretty clear to me that I Love Nail Polish makes their products for people with short nails. They're kind of, I think, making them with short nails in mind. Even when I have seen like their own swatches that they have on their website, all the models have short nails, so that hurts a little bit. That hurts a little bit, I Love Nail Polish. I feel like you're excluding me here from your gorgeous, gorgeous formulas. How beautiful they look in the end is genuinely worth it for me, and as I showed you, several of them can go 1 coat over black without changing the effect at all. It's a net positive for me. It's just a little bit of a bummer that it does take so many coats on my nails. The total cost of this collection is $72.50. I pre-ordered it, so I actually got it for about $65, I believe. And 7 polishes for $72 I think is pretty fantastic. That is about $10 per polish, which is what they are listed for on their website anyway, so you're not getting any kind of a discount for buying them as a full collection. Obviously $70 is still a lot to put down all as one payment, so if you don't want to get all of them, I would absolutely recommend Eclipse, Stay Hidden, and Shadow Grove. This is the multi-chrome, the linear hollow, and the multi-chrome linear hollow. They are my absolute favorites. They're the most unique, in my opinion, out of this full collection, and the most beautiful, if I do say so myself. The fact that each of these polishes are only $10, it makes me really not at all mad about how many coats it took for them to reach full opacity. A lot of nail polishes these days cost like $12 to $14, and they'll still take like 2 to 3 coats to get to full opacity. So you know what? You know what, nail polish? I'm cool with it. I'm not mad anymore. I'm perfectly happy to put on 3 coats just on my long nails and have everyone else put on 2 coats on their short nails if you're buying these incredibly high quality products for only $10. So good on you. I didn't even realize that. That's pretty cool. All right, I think that is about all I have to say for today. Please let me know down in the comment section what you think of this collection. Did you buy it? Did you also pre-order it? What did you think? Did you like Cursed? How did you feel about it? Are you blown away by how gorgeous Eclipse looks? I would love to hear. I'd also love to hear about your Halloween plans if you're doing anything tonight. Let me know, and feel free to like and subscribe if you're feeling up to it. All right, have a good day. Bye.